Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we are going to clean the pantry. This is not technically a pantry, I'm aware, but in most New York apartments, there's not a designated pantry. There's not usually a coat closet. There's not usually a lot of things that a traditional home would come with. I actually got this when I first moved to New York. It fit in a perfect spot in my old apartment, and then it also happened to fit in a perfect spot in my new apartment as well. It is from Target, although I'm pretty sure you can probably find it on Amazon. It's one of those just generic brands, but I absolutely love it. It's just a cabinet. It's about the same height I am, maybe a couple inches shorter, and it works out perfectly as a pantry. It has a bunch of shelves and they're adjustable so you can change the height. We might be doing some of that today, but mostly we're just gonna be getting out the expired products and sort of giving it a good wipe down because it has been a very long time since I properly cleaned out my pantry. I've seen a lot of different recommendations on how to organize your pantry, whether it's by type of product or by size or by just all kinds of things. I don't actually have any idea how I'm planning to organize this stuff. For now, I'm just gonna do that like take it all out thing, get rid of everything that's expired and things that need to get thrown away, and then I'll figure out how to put it all back in. Now, I don't have a ton of space in my kitchen to sort of really get everything out, so I'm gonna try, but there might be some things that I have to put back in, kind of like we did with the desk. I said I was gonna take everything out before I put everything back in, but that didn't end up happening just because of the space. Here is a quick before shot so that we can get that. Oh man, it's rough. It's rough, but there's truthfully not that much in it. It just needs a little love. So let's start with this top shelf. We have this instant ramen. This is recent that I got at Trader Joe's, so that's definitely a keep. We have some little containers in here that are kind of left over from other things. I have no idea what this plastic is. It's trash. I thought maybe these could be useful in the pantry. I don't know. We'll see. I know that containers are helpful, but sometimes they also add too much. All right, we've got our giant salt and pepper things that we use to fill in our little salt and pepper shakers that are actually out on our counter. Seems a little bit redundant when the pantry is right here, but I'm definitely going to keep those. Those are recent. All right, we've got baking powder. Does this go bad? All right, we've got some panko breadcrumbs. These probably also went bad. If the expiration date rubbed off, does that mean it's probably passed? Probably. We have these are new. Those are recent. Sam just bought those. We have pasta. Very little of it though. I feel like pasta doesn't really go bad. I'm gonna ask Sam about that. I don't know how recent that pasta is. This we definitely use all the time. We have a backup ketchup because ours is about to run out. So that probably, I might just go ahead and put that in the fridge. All right, I've got some coffee things that I'm just gonna add up here. This is like the tea coffee bucket. Okay, right now it's a little bit messy, but that's where it's gonna go. We have these little guys that my friend Lisa got us for hot chocolate that we never use. That's also gonna go with the tea and coffee stuff because that's when it will be had. All right, we have this couscous that I'm sure has been in here since like before Charlie was born. I don't know. I'm not sure. We have this unopened enchilada sauce from Trader Joe's. This isn't too old, and since it's unopened, it's probably, yeah, it's totally fine. But I want to start a list of things that are in my pantry that I want to use, and this is definitely going on the list. All right, and then we've got some oils back here. So we've got multiple vegetable oils. How we ended up with 2 open vegetable oils, I will never know. One is bad and one is not. So, all right, the one that's bad is going and the one that's not is staying. We have baking soda. Ooh, this coconut oil does not look like it's still good. 2018, it's not. I hope you're not grossed out by this. I hope you are inspired. All right, we have this rub, 2017. Nope. All right, oh, we do have distilled white vinegar. I got this actually for the Keurig, so this is gonna go out because I need to clean the Keurig. All right, we have another ham. I don't know why we have 2. Actually, I probably bought the set from Costco. All right, we have these oats. These are pretty recent because Sam likes to make these for breakfast. Yeah, these are totally still good. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. The shelf is a disaster. I might move the shelf up a layer because it seemed like everything on that, let's see, the tallest thing I think was the vegetable oil. Oh yeah, just kidding. I can't move it up as long as I keep the vegetable oil on this shelf. All right, I'll mess with the levels of the shelves later. All right, shelf number 2. So we've got Charlie's food that I keep in a little container so it's easier to access and get it out for her. That's obviously staying because I don't like pulling out. You'll see the big bag as we get lower. We have another backup ketchup. This is Sam's spicy Whataburger ketchup, but that can live by the other ketchup if there was space. We have this guy. This is an old like wipe, like Clorox wipes container that we put plastic bags in. This was great and useful because Sam likes to use these as lunch boxes. However, as of tomorrow, after I'm filming this video, there will be no more plastic bags allowed in New York City. So this does not need to live in the pantry anymore. I will take these out and Sam can use these last couple plastic bags that we have, but I'm not gonna have a home for the plastic bags anymore when we're not gonna get any more. All right, I have, oh my gosh, I tried those Care of vitamins that you see advertisements for all the time, and there's definitely still some in here. I don't know why I stuck them in the pantry. They should go by the vitamins so that I actually use them. All right, this is a mess. All right, we have these veggie straws that I'm sure are no longer good. Did we really need to keep this tiny bag of chips? Nope. And then this was something that I bought at Costco for Sam, and there is one little lone oatmeal in there. But now we are pretty good about eating eggs for breakfast every day, so I'm gonna get rid of this. Although sometimes I like these boxes as storage. Like this one definitely is storage. It hasn't had that in it in a very long time. So I'm not gonna get rid of the box quite yet in case I decide that I want it. All right, on this side, we have some leftover snacks from our flights over the holidays. I can't imagine that that's super good anymore. We have, these came in a little HelloFresh box, just a little sampler. Sam will eat those. We have some tortilla chips. These are probably still fine. They might be a little stale, but we should probably keep those. All right, and then this box was some Jenny Craig stuff that I never finished, which part of me wants to keep. Well, do they have expiration dates? At least the meals I might keep. They say March 2020. Oh, this one says April. And this one says 2019. All right, just kidding. I'm not going to keep those. We're just going to get rid of everything in that box. Same thing. I'm going to keep the box just in case I decide that I want to use it for storage purposes. But everything that was in that box is donezo. I think on one hand, we've been good about eating more fresh food, that I have really been neglecting the pantry. All right, shelf number 3. This was really supposed to have some baking items. The sugar has seen better days, but there's definitely still some in there. And then flour, same thing. This is, I mean, it's fine. And then it's also supposed to be all of our like plastic bags. Please don't come at me. I know we have a handful of plastic bags, but the freezer bags are just better for us to store things. We don't have a lot of cabinet space. So we have some Tupperware and we take stuff to work, like lunches to work in Tupperware, but it's hard. It's just really hard to have space for it in the city. So yes, we have a lot of plastic bags, and maybe once these run out, I will buy some reusable plastic bags that we can wash, but truthfully, it's easier. Okay, this is one of those things that I'm also gonna go ahead and put back on the shelf because this is the shelf that it just needs to live on. I have some crock pot liners too. I don't understand why they only put so many in a box. That is a problem. You can fit so many of these in one box. So I'm actually gonna consolidate them into one box because they will fit. I bought like a giant pack on Amazon of these liners. I actually don't think I realized how many it was gonna come with. Like it came with, these boxes each have 4 in them, and I think it came with like 10 boxes. And I don't think I realized, I either didn't realize it was gonna be that many liners, or I didn't realize that it was gonna come in 10 individual boxes. But they have lasted me a very long time. Okay, and then maybe I will add Charlie's food right here, because that seems to fit nicely, and that can be on a lower shelf. Even though it's something I grab multiple times a day, it doesn't need to be up on a higher shelf. All right, the bottom shelf is first blocked by Charlie's giant bag of cat food. I accidentally bought this like super duper giant bag online from Petco and got it delivered, and then like didn't realize it until it got here. So it takes up a lot of space. Back here, behind here, I've got some, oh, this is rice that we got from Costco. I wonder if this is any good. Oh, another set of breadcrumbs from Trader Joe's. Why do we have so many of these? Oh, but these haven't expired. Okay, well this should go on the list of like things that we need to use up. I need to find a recipe. We have raisins, which, do these go bad? Oh, well they're not bad yet, but they are going bad soon. So maybe Sam will eat those before they go bad. This bag is open. That probably should be gone. We have matzah. I don't know where the heck this matzah came from. All right, we have powdered sugar in a bag. We have some peanuts. like it expired a year ago. And we have some treats for Charlie. I hope these also have an expiration date. Yeah, they do. Oh, they just expired last month. Sad. Sorry, Charlie. We'll buy you new treats. All right, I have this unsweetened vanilla almond milk that I forgot was in here that is now expired because I got the giant pack from Costco. All right, I have a couple cans of stuff. So I have some, again, collecting dust cans. So we have these diced tomatoes. This is left over from making queso. So if this has not expired, it has not. Okay, that will be used for queso for the Go Wild brunch. What about this corn? Nope, still good. Should also go on the list of things that need to get used. And then I have these giant things of crushed tomatoes that I got from Costco that I like for making chili. It's one of my favorite easy recipes. Okay, it said it went bad February 28th, 2020. That's literally yesterday as of the time that I'm filming this video. Do we think that these crushed tomatoes, if used soon, like not in the too far off future, are okay? Like how, let me know in the comments. I'm gonna keep them for now. And if the consensus is that they will be okay for another month or two, then I'm gonna keep them and use them. But I would love to know your thoughts. So I don't necessarily love storing all the cans in the bottom because then I can't see what I have. But at the same time, sometimes storing them on this, like these shelves, make me a little bit nervous. But I do really like to be able to see what cans we have because then it helps me. So I'm gonna move them up. And I'm just gonna use the bottom shelf for Charlie's food. And then the baking stuff I will keep down here because I don't access that all that often. Actually, I think what I'm gonna do is put the baking stuff in this little Quaker Oats. Well, maybe not. I thought it would look nicer in the pantry to have that there instead of have them all, you know, lined up like this. But I think that grabbing them would be harder. So I'm gonna actually turn Charlie's food this way and put all of this stuff here. You know, in an ideal world, I would get those like containers and have them all lined up perfectly. I feel like I've been watching a lot of Instagram stories from life in general and, you know, the pantries always look perfect, but I'm also not gonna buy a bunch of containers for a temporary pantry. It just doesn't seem logical at this point in our lives. All right, moving back up to the middle shelf. I think the way that I'm gonna do this is make the top shelf like the cooking accessories almost, so things like oils and spices, etc., and make this shelf the stuff that needs to be used in recipes or needs to be eaten by somebody. Does that make sense? That way, like, it's clear to me that if I'm looking for things that need to get included in a meal plan or need to get checked for expiration dates, I mean, they all need to get checked for expiration dates, but this level is more important necessarily than the top level. So everything basically that's already here, this random matzah. I've got these crushed tomatoes that are still to be determined on their edibility. The word edibility. Also, the goal with my pantry clean out was not to make it the most aesthetically pleasing pantry, it was to make it the most functional for us. There's also these two things, this little oats and these cheese crisps. All right, putting things back in on the top shelf. And here is the after shot. So again, food, either backups like the ketchup or additions, oils, sprays, spices. Then food that needs to be eaten. So things that need to get included in a recipe or just eaten, like some of these items. Then Charlie's food and food storage products are like tinfoil to cook with. And then baking supplies and Charlie's backup food on the bottom. To be honest with you right now, my pantry feels very empty, but at least I know that everything in here is edible. Like I said, Sam is at the grocery store right now buying some more stuff to stock up our pantry. So I wanted to give it a good once over, and it feels pretty empty, but now there is space for all of those things where I can add it in and feel confident that I can see everything that we've purchased. I feel so much better about it. Truthfully, I wasn't going into the pantry for a long time because it just overwhelmed me and kind of grossed me out. This is something I know I need to do on a more regular basis. Let me know in the comments, how often do you give your pantry a good once over? Do you do like a big purge like this every however often, or do you do it kind of more as you go? I probably should do it more as I go, but I don't have a good system of keeping my pantry cleaned, clearly. But I hope that this motivated you to maybe tackle some space in your home that has been overwhelming you and maybe scaring you a little bit. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thank you so much for watching. Happy planning. However, there's going to be a plastic ban. Okay, I have this unsweetened almond vanilla words. Free was also not to make it the most aesthetically pleasing, really?